Hey, hey, hi there. My name is Zan. You might have seen me here or there at conventions or whatnot in support of Northwest Press, which is the publishing company that I head up. Or perhaps you saw me at Prism Comics, the Prism Comics booth at a show. I've been working with Prism Comics for about almost 10 years. It's the organization that helps promote lesbian, gay, bi, and trans comics folks. And I was the founding president, and I'm currently a advisory board member to the organization. Anyway, I wanted to let you know something about BentCon, which is coming up at the end of November, beginning of December this year again. It's a third annual show, and talk a little bit about why I'm going and why you ought to go too, especially if you're cute. Strike that. Yes, as I said, I'm a comics dude. In addition to publishing, I publish, released a few books, The Power Within, with artist Mark Brill, and Mark Vikas with Mark Brill. He's a very good artist. I like working with him. And then, as far as publishing goes, published, this is the most recent Northwest Press book, The Legend of Bold Riley by Leah Wethington. So I'm doing queer books and stuff, and so getting queer stuff out in the public eye is kind of my thing. That's what I do. So I do a lot of conventions every year. And actually, coming up in about a week, I'll be at Stan Lee's Kamikaze in Los Angeles. That'll be our 10th show of the year, and I love conventions. I love doing them. I love meeting all the fans. I love, just seeing everybody out and about. I love the costumes. I love seeing all the new books and the new minis and indie stuff that you can't see anywhere else. You can't find at your local shop. Love all that stuff. But I will say that I've been doing them for a very long time, maybe about a dozen years or so, and it can be very hit or miss in terms of what kind of reception you get. Let's just say. If you're sporting queer material, or if you're trying to find queer community or queer social spaces or stuff like that at shows. A lot of shows do provide stuff like that. Like Comic-Con in San Diego is a good example of a show that has lots of great stuff for queer folks. But it's not everywhere. And even when it is there, it's you kind of have to be heavily involved in building it yourself if you want to get the kind of experience that you want to have. So the great thing about BentCon is that it does that for you. Like you can show up and be part of the show and contribute to the show being awesome, but the queer part is taken care of, I'll just say. So a few years ago I went to my first BentCon. The first one was 2 years ago, and it was very fun and intimate. It was kind of like those movies where teens get together and they like fix up an old house while the montage, like the music is playing, and it's a montage of them like painting the house and like fixing it up, and by the end it's like this amazing party house, and they put on a show or something. It was kind of like that. It was in a free spot that was like a converted retail space. It used to be like a leather store or something, but they got the space for free. They decided they'd put on a show. And it was just such a great show, and I've been doing this for so long, been doing conventions for so long, that I didn't really expect it. I didn't really expect that it was going to be that amazing. I knew it was going to be fun, but I didn't know how it was going to make me feel. There's just this layer of, I don't know about nervousness, but kind of you're thinking about it. You're thinking about constantly coming out to people, or constantly, measuring people's expectations about your queer identity, and so maybe you're not as relaxed, maybe you're not as free and open as you want to be. BentCon was just the last 2 years of doing the show. It takes that layer away and it's gone, and all you have to do is just be your awesome self. And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to describe it to people, especially if they kind of are involved in queer stuff and kind of know what I'm talking about, but haven't actually had it in a comics and kind of genre nerdy entertainment type show environment yet. It really is an amazing experience, and so So, it really is an absolutely amazing experience. So, like I said, the first year was fun and intimate. The second year was far and away like double the size, double the professional polish. Really astounding job the second year, and this year is going to be even more amazing. So the people behind the show, they are dedicated, they are smart, they are attractive. They know how to do this. They're putting on the kind of show that they want to go to, and they're making the kind of show that that they want to be at. So they're doing it right. They're doing it absolutely right. So like I said, I do lots of shows every year. I'll have done about a dozen shows or 13 shows by the end of the year. I'm so glad that BentCon happens at the very tail end of the calendar. It's the very beginning of December, end of November. I'm glad it happens then, because by then I've done all the conventions all year long, and I can go to BentCon and I can just have a great time and celebrate the whole year in a really, really fun environment. So if you're coming, if you're thinking about coming to BentCon, I would just, I hope I'm that voice that kind of like pushes you over the edge to go, because you're having an awesome time, an absolutely amazing time. So we're gonna have Leah Wethington there, does Bold Riley, like I showed you. We're gonna have Dylan Edwards, who does doing a book called Transposed, which is coming out at the end of this month. Justin Hall is gonna be there. Rick Worley's gonna be there, maybe. Rick was not gonna be there. John Macy is gonna be there. Does Fearful Hunter, the Druid Werewolf romance, and also Telany and Camille. Yes, it's gonna be another amazing show. So anyway, come to BentCon.